Clock in, clock in. Black Gotta just walked in.
Yeah. He already dead, it ain't no need to check his vitals, bitch. He already dead, it ain't no need to check his vitals. Yeah, crunch time, yeah, nigga, it's lunch time. Let go, crunch time, yeah, nigga, it's lunch time.
Team Black Gotta stand up, man. Yo, right now we finna get to this video about the sentencing of Youngboy. We already know Youngboy been locked up for about what? 4 months? 5 months? And I believe it's getting real close to the time that they are actually gonna sentence him, free him, something. You feel me? I know it's a court date coming up real soon, and he should be coming home. You feel me? At least that's what I think. You feel me? But this video might think otherwise, because I'm already seeing all type of little doubts in the description and stuff like that. So I'm pretty sure you want to look into this video just as much as I do. So let's check it out.
Hey, what up guys? We're back at it again with another awesome video for you today. NBA Youngboy is sitting in some hot water right now after being locked up for the past 6 months or so. It seems like his day in court is finally upon us, and the world is just waiting to see what happens. Recently, news spread about a special operation that was used specifically to take down Youngboy back when they arrested him in March.
I still can't believe that, bro. They created a whole operation for that boy called Never Free Again. That should be illegal. Whoever named that operation should be fired. You feel me? Never free again. It's like they just having fun with it. Like they just in the background playing with it. You know what I'm talking about? Probably changed his name and all from NBA Youngboy to NBA Never Home Boy.
So in today's video, we finna be talking about Operation Never Free Again, as well as what Youngboy is finna be facing in court. Before we start the video, make sure to leave a like, and if you would like to join this month's giveaway of one of these items on the screen, then all you have to do is subscribe to the channel and watch this. Let's get into it. NBA Youngboy has been locked up waiting for his trial for the past 6 months or so, and it seems like the ball is finally rolling. As you know, the charges he faces stem back to an arrest that occurred in September of 2020. Almost everyone who has heard the circumstances surrounding the case finds it really interesting how hard they are going after him for something that may normally be considered a minor charge compared to what they're putting him through. So back in September of last year, Youngboy was shooting a music video for one of his songs, and as most rappers do in their music videos, he and his crew can be seen brandishing weapons and looking like they're getting rowdy. Normally this wouldn't be anything serious and nothing new in the hip-hop scene. However, when law enforcement was made aware of the situation, they were less than happy. The police department in Baton Rouge claimed that they, along with the FBI, had gotten tipped off about a gang of men openly carrying firearms and waving them around. The anonymous source claimed that the incident was taking place in an empty lot around the 3800 block of Chippewa Street. Police received a tip around 4 p.m. on Monday, September 28, 2020. They moved out quickly and made it to the location as fast as they could. At around 4:30, police arrived at the scene where they witnessed multiple people fleeing the scene. They managed to detain some that stayed behind and took them aside for questioning. At the end of the day, officers claimed that they arrested a total of 16 people and managed to seize 14 guns as well as some drugs and a lump sum of cash. This was a big hit for them, especially since one of the men arrested was NBA Youngboy. Youngboy ended up being charged with being a felon in possession of a firearm, and to make matters worse, it wasn't registered to him, so now it was the possession of a stolen firearm. The whole incident took place while the group was trying to shoot a music video. After a little while in jail, Youngboy ended up being bonded out, where he began to figure out his case, as he decided to plead not guilty to the charges. Now remember how we said that a large amount of money was taken during the arrest? Well, the Baton Rouge Police Department was probably pretty salty when they had to give all of that back. In December of 2020, 3 months after being arrested, Youngboy was given back over $40,000 in cash and $300,000 in the form of a cashier's check. The police also returned 2 diamond chains, all of which had been confiscated during the arrest. A lot of people think that this is partially why they ended up targeting him so hard and hitting him with a full SWAT team a few months afterwards. On March 10th of 2021, police and the FBI issued out a warrant for Youngboy's arrest, stemming back to his arrest in September. Once they got one of his locations, they quickly moved in, and I mean with force, on March 23rd, 2021. Multiple law enforcement organizations teamed up to take down NBA Youngboy. On scene, there was at least one federal agent from LA as well as 3 LAPD vehicles. This group teamed up with 11 more FBI agents and a helicopter to be the eyes in the sky.
The hell?
They deployed a full SWAT team to look for Youngboy before ultimately catching and arresting him. This time there was no chance of being bonded out. Now I ain't finna lie, when I heard this I laughed pretty hard. Apparently a couple of months back, Youngboy's lawyers uncovered the name of the operation that was used to take him down. That's right, it wasn't just a simple arrest for Youngboy, nah. They had an entire operation set up for him, and they called it Operation Never Free Again. When people found this out, they went wild. That is one of the pettiest things
Crazy as hell. Oh, damn, boy. For real.
I've heard of the feds doing when trying to take down a celebrity. I mean, think about it. Any other rapper that has been arrested has usually been under the normal circumstances in terms of the police on the scene. But as we said in Youngboy's case, there were about a dozen federal agents and a dozen police officers, including helicopters and SWAT searching for him. It was definitely an aggressive tactic. When NBA Youngboy's lawyers found out about this, they immediately went on the attack, claiming that this is proof that the client was a target from the beginning. This wasn't a simple arrest, it was a full-blown attack on Youngboy, and the lawyers say that the name of the operation itself is actually a status offense. His lawyers began to request that their client be released before his trial since he doesn't appear to be a flight risk. It's not likely that will happen though. At the end of the day, his lawyers, who he allegedly has 6 of, are fighting as hard as they can to win this case, and they end up bringing up some solid points. Their first being the fact that the FBI in Baton Rouge could have easily arranged a way for Youngboy to voluntarily surrender himself to them. This wouldn't be the first time that they did this. A bunch of other rappers is given that opportunity.
It's because they really wanted to catch him with something he wasn't supposed to have, you feel me? Whole time, they actually disappointed in themselves, bro. Because the way they seen it going, it didn't actually happen that way, you feel me? They still had enough to lock him up, but it's like, damn. They didn't want to warn him that they was coming to get him. They wanted to let him get comfortable and then just, you feel me, ambush him and hope to find something that he really ain't supposed to be around or have, you feel me? But in all reality, he did his thing, you feel me? And a lot of people probably looking like, Youngboy should have never ran, woo-doo-woo. Say he didn't run or whatever, because he say he was in fear, you feel me? I mean, that's what I heard. He was in fear, you feel me? And if you don't tell me you the police or anything like that, I'm gonna be scared. I'm running too. You feel me? So it's like, that was a way of him getting away from anything they could have planted on him. If that makes sense to y'all. But yo.
Icy did it, and so did Casanova. So Youngboy's lawyers are saying that it would have been much more appropriate. They believe that Youngboy was a target in the eyes of the law because of his high status, as well as the fact that they were forced to give him a bunch of his money and jewelry back last December. They made him such a big target that they spitefully named an operation by mocking his brand name Never Broke Again. Not only that, but the attorneys are saying that the operation made things more dangerous for everyone involved. Overall, it just seemed unnecessary, especially on account of NBA Youngboy not having any record of fleeing. His lawyers believe that he would have turned himself in if prompted to, but they would never know because he wasn't given that opportunity. They believe that this attack on Youngboy, plus the lack of sustainable evidence being provided by the prosecutor, should be enough to at least grant Youngboy a bond request. So let's talk about the evidence for a second. According to the court records and the arrest records, the 2 firearms that he is being charged with were actually claimed by 2 of the other 15 or 16 guys involved in the arrest. They openly admitted that the guns were theirs and that Youngboy was just holding them for the video that they were shooting. However, this doesn't matter to the police. They still fully planned on hitting Youngboy with the felony in possession of a firearm. Now, the icing on the cake for Youngboy's attorney is the lack of evidence being submitted in the case. A document from the court case was released showing that his lawyers stated, there is no testimony or other evidence as to how the firearm came to be inside that vehicle or how long it had been inside the vehicle. It goes on to say, nor have any fingerprints, DNA testing, or other forensics being performed, which would demonstrate Mr. Golden knowingly possessed the firearm at any time. If that's true, it really looks like there is no case against Youngboy. His team of 6 lawyers was really putting their work in, and it looks like the feds and Baton Rouge police are doing the opposite. I've never heard of a case going to trial with so little evidence. It looks like the Central District of California felt the same way because the judge very briefly offered a bond of $540,000 to Youngboy to be released pending trial. This was quickly overturned though. On April 1st of this year, a judge from Louisiana revoked the possibility of a bond. They claim it was due to previous probation violations that Youngboy had allegedly been involved in. Youngboy was transferred to St. Martin's Parish and is currently in the process of dealing with the court case after almost 6 months of being locked up. We're currently awaiting more news on the trial and what his sentencing might be, but if his attorneys keep kicking it like they are, I don't think Youngboy will be in trouble for much longer. Seriously, NBA Youngboy's lawyers are doing everything they can to make sure the client gets off not guilty. And with the way things look, that might just happen. But what do you guys think? Is NBA Youngboy facing time or will he be out soon? Be sure to let us know in the comments.
Well, apparently the title kind of threw me off, man. I thought he was just gonna talk a lot of craziness, but he was basically just explaining the case, you feel me? And me personally, I don't think I know Youngboy is gonna be home off of the stuff that I just told y'all, you feel me? There is really no evidence against somebody who really didn't do anything wrong, you feel me? They basically got this man locked up because of the influence they believe he has over a lot of, you know, stuff that they accuse him for, you feel me? And in all reality, you can't hide the goat, you feel? You can't keep them goats locked up for too long, you feel me? Them goats gonna get free. The bitch is going bad. They way out, you hear me? Hold up, that's a sheep. I don't know, you feel me? Free Youngboy, man. Really want to see that man home, bro, you feel me? Very talented. OG status, you feel me? Big dog in the game, you feel me? One of the best rappers in the world. Facts, you feel me? Free that boy YB, you feel me? ASAP. So put that all in the comments below. I'm about done with that. Clock out, Black Gotti. Just walked out.
Okay, I'm out here trying to get paid, but dog.